Martin Van Buren, the 8th President of the United States. Martin Van Buren did not rise through battle or charisma. He rose through strategy. Known as the Little Magician, Van Buren mastered the mechanics of politics itself, building parties, organizing voters, and shaping the system that would define American democracy for generations. Born on December 5, 1782, in Kinderhook, New York, Martin Van Buren was the first president born after American independence. He grew up speaking Dutch as his first language, in a modest tavern-owning family far removed from the revolutionary elite. Van Buren studied law and entered politics early, developing a reputation for discipline, calculation, and patience. Unlike many of his contemporaries, he believed politics was not a battlefield. It was a system to be engineered. In New York, Van Buren built one of the nation's first modern political machines. Through organization, loyalty, and party discipline, he transformed elections from elite contests into mass participation. He became a key ally of Andrew Jackson, helping craft the Democratic Party and managing Jackson's rise to power. Van Buren understood that political survival depended not on ideology alone, but on structure. As Secretary of State under Jackson, Van Buren strengthened American diplomacy and avoided war with European powers. Later, as Vice President, he stood firmly at Jackson's side, and inherited both his support and his enemies. In 1836, Martin Van Buren was elected President of the United States. He entered office with the blessing of Jackson and the burden of his policies. Almost immediately, disaster struck. The Panic of 1837 collapsed banks, destroyed credit, and plunged the nation into severe economic depression. Millions lost jobs, businesses failed, and public confidence evaporated. Van Buren refused to intervene directly in the economy. He believed government should not rescue private banks. Instead, he proposed an independent treasury system, separating federal funds from private institutions. The policy was principled, but politically disastrous. Economic suffering dominated his presidency. Opponents labeled him out of touch, while supporters defended his restraint as constitutional. Van Buren also faced pressure over slavery and westward expansion. Determined to avoid sectional conflict, he attempted to suppress the issue, a strategy that delayed confrontation but solved nothing. In foreign affairs, Van Buren avoided war with Britain during a tense border dispute with Canada, choosing negotiation over force. Stability, not glory, defined his leadership. In 1840, Van Buren sought re-election. Voters, still suffering from economic hardship, rejected him in favor of William Henry Harrison. After leaving office, Van Buren remained politically active, but never regained the presidency. In later years, he opposed the expansion of slavery and ran unsuccessfully as a free soil candidate. Martin Van Buren died on July 24, 1862, as the nation he helped organize was tearing itself apart in civil war. His legacy is subtle but enduring. Martin Van Buren did not inspire crowds or command armies. He built the political system itself, the parties, the rules, the machinery of American democracy. As his era closed, the presidency passed to a man who embodied spectacle, symbolism, and sudden change. The nation now turned to its 9th president, William Henry Harrison.